Have you ever had a special meal? I bet you have. Maybe it was for your birthday. Maybe you went to your favourite restaurant. Or maybe it was another occasion like Christmas dinner. Or perhaps you went to a celebration like a wedding. What makes such a meal so special is not just the food, although that's pretty good too. Getting to eat wonderful food that you don't normally eat. But I think what makes a meal like this so special is the people that you share it with. And I know that one of the things I'm really looking forward to in the future, whenever we're out of all of our restrictions, is getting together with some friends and going out for a meal. Perhaps you are too. But I know that Jesus had a special meal in his mind. He was looking forward to celebrating the Passover. The Passover was a special meal that the Jews celebrated every year. A time when they looked back at all of the things that God had done for them in their history. In fact, all around the world today, people of the Jewish faith still celebrate a Passover meal together. Jesus wanted to celebrate this special meal, but he wanted to celebrate it with his friends. So he made all of the arrangements, and they gathered round the table one evening just like this, and they shared their meal together. For Jesus, this was really, really important because he knew that this was the last time he was going to share food with his friends around the table before he died. And so he wanted to give them something special, something that they could remember him by. So he gave them himself. What? I know that sounds really strange. Here's what he did. He took some bread and he broke it into pieces and he gave it to each of them. And he said, "This bread is like my body, which is going to be broken for you." And then he took the wine and he poured it out and he shared it with them and said, "This wine is like my blood, which is going to be spilled for you, poured out for you." And Jesus was really telling them how he was going to die for them. And he told them that in the future they could remember him with bread and with wine. He was giving himself to them and showing them a special way that they could remember him after his death. And in the years that followed, that's exactly what they did. All of Jesus' friends and followers would get together and share a meal. And they'd break bread and they'd pour out wine to remember how Jesus had died for them. In fact, people like me, Christians in church, still celebrate that special meal today. We call it communion. And this special meal that Jesus shared with his disciples is called the Last Supper. And during Holy Week, Christians commemorate that meal on the Thursday, when they get together and they share communion, when we break bread and pour wine and share it with each other to remember how Jesus died for us.